Welcome back to the channel. In today's exciting video, we're diving into the fascinating world of coin collecting as we explore the top 3 most valuable and expensive United States ultra-rare George Washington $quarter coins. These coins may look like ordinary pocket change, but some rare editions, like the American, carry incredible history, unique minting stories, and surprising value that collectors are constantly searching for. From hidden rarities to high-grade treasures, you'll discover what makes these quarters so special and how a simple coin could be worth far more than you ever imagined. So stay tuned, because you won't want to miss these amazing finds. Let's get started. First up in the 1982 George Washington $quarter, a coin that might look ordinary at first glance, but actually carries significant historical importance and collector interest. Minted in 1982 at the Philadelphia Mint, this quarter represents a turning point in United States coinage history, especially because it was produced during a time when the U.S. Mint faced budget constraints that affected production quality and packaging. Unlike many other years, 1982 quarters were not released in official mint sets, making well-preserved examples harder to find today and far more desirable among collectors who understand their hidden value. The George Washington quarter itself has a long and rich history, first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth, and it has remained a staple of American currency ever since. By 1982, the design featuring Washington's left-facing portrait on the obverse and the iconic eagle with outstretched wings on the reverse had already been in circulation for decades, but the context in which the 1982 coin was produced makes it stand out. This was a period when the U.S. Mint was transitioning operations and dealing with financial limitations, which led to fewer coins being carefully preserved or distributed in collectible condition. One of the most interesting aspects of the 1982 quarter is the absence of official uncirculated mint sets that year, something that collectors still talk about today. Normally, mint sets provide pristine examples of coins directly from the U.S. Mint, but in 1982 and 1983, these sets were not produced due to cost-cutting measures. As a result, collectors had to obtain coins directly from circulation, meaning that high-grade specimens are much rarer than in other years, even though millions of coins were technically minted. This unusual situation is one of the key reasons why this coin can command higher prices in excellent condition. From a technical perspective, the 1982 quarter is composed of a copper-nickel clad composition, consisting of outer layers of 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a pure copper core. It has a standard weight of 5.67 grams and a diameter of 24.3 millimeters, matching the specifications used for quarters since 1965, when silver was removed from circulating coinage. While these details might seem routine, collectors pay close attention to strike quality, luster, and surface preservation, especially for coins from years like 1982, where production quality could vary significantly due to minting challenges. Another factor that adds intrigue to the 1982 Washington quarter is the possibility of errors and varieties, which can significantly increase a coin's value. Some collectors have reported finding quarters from this year with off-center strikes, doubled dies, or other minting anomalies. While such errors are not extremely common, they do exist, and when discovered in good condition, they can sell for substantial amounts. This makes searching through rolls of quarters or old collections especially exciting, as hidden treasures could be waiting to be uncovered. In terms of value, most circulated 1982 quarters are still worth their face value of 25 cents, but the story changes dramatically when you look at coins in higher grades. Uncirculated examples, especially those graded MS-65 or higher, can fetch anywhere from several dollars to significantly higher amounts depending on their quality. Coins with exceptional luster, minimal contact marks, and strong details are particularly sought after, and professional grading by services like PCGS or NGC can further enhance their market appeal and selling price. What truly makes the 1982 quarter special is its status as a conditional rarity, meaning that while it is common in lower grades, it becomes scarce and valuable in higher grades. This concept is crucial in the world of coin collecting because it highlights how condition can transform an ordinary coin into a prized collectible. Many collectors specifically target coins like the 1982 P quarter because they offer the thrill of potentially finding a high-value piece in everyday circulation or old coin jars. Historically, the early 1980s were a challenging time for the U.S. Mint, with economic pressures influencing how coins were produced and distributed. The lack of mint sets in 1982 and 1983 is a direct reflection of these challenges, and it has left a lasting impact on the numismatic community. Today, these years are often recommended for new collectors to explore because they provide an opportunity to learn about grading, rarity, and the importance of preservation, all while hunting for coins that are both affordable and historically significant. In conclusion, the 1982 P. George Washington quarter dollar is far more than just spare change. It's a piece of history that tells a story of economic challenges, minting changes, and the enduring appeal of coin collecting. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just starting your journey, this coin offers a perfect example of how even modern coins can hold surprising value and interest. So next time you come across a 1982 P quarter, take a closer look. You might just be holding a small but meaningful piece of American history that could be worth much more than you expect. The 1982 P Washington quarter more closely. Collectors often emphasize the importance of strike quality, which refers to how clearly the coin's design was impressed during minting. Due to the operational and financial difficulties faced by the U.S. Mint during this period, many 1982 quarters exhibit weak strikes, especially in areas like Washington's hair details or the eagle's feathers on the reverse. This inconsistency makes sharply struck coins far more desirable, as they showcase the design in its full intended detail. For serious collectors, finding a well-struck example from this year can be both challenging and rewarding, adding another layer of excitement to the hunt. Another overlooked but important factor contributing to the appeal of the 1982 P quarter is its role in the broader timeline of modern U.S. coinage. Coming after the removal of silver from circulating coins in 1965, and before the introduction of the 50-state quarters program in 1999, this coin represents a relatively stable yet transitional period in American currency. It reflects a time when coin collecting was evolving, shifting from traditional silver hoarding to a greater focus on condition rarity and modern issues. This makes the 1982 P quarter especially interesting for collectors who appreciate the subtle shifts in numismatic trends over time. Collectors also pay close attention to the luster of a 1982 P quarter, which is the way light reflects off the coin's surface. Coins that have retained their original mint luster, often described as having a bright or cartwheel effect, are significantly more valuable than those that appear dull or worn. Because most 1982 quarters entered circulation directly without protective packaging, many lost this original shine quickly through everyday use. As a result, coins that still display strong luster today are considered premium examples and can command much higher prices in the collector market. Next up in the 1988 P. George Washington quarter dollar might look like an ordinary coin at first glance, but hidden within its metal surface is a fascinating story of American history, minting evolution, and collector demand that continues to grow even today. Produced at the Philadelphia Mint, identified by the P Mint mark, this coin is part of the long-running Washington Quarter series that began in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington. By 1988, the quarter had already become one of the most widely circulated coins in the United States, yet specific examples from this year, especially in pristine condition, have started attracting serious attention from collectors around the world. When we talk about the composition of the 1988 P quarter, we are looking at a copper-nickel-clad coin, a standard introduced in 1965 after the U.S. moved away from silver coinage. The coin consists of an outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to pure copper core, giving it durability for everyday use. It weighs approximately 5.67 grams and has a diameter of 24.3. While these specifications may seem standard, what makes certain 1988 P quarters special is not the material itself, but the condition, strike quality, and rare minting errors that can significantly increase their value in the collector's market. The obverse of the coin features the iconic left-facing portrait of George Washington, originally designed by John Flanagan. This design has remained largely unchanged for decades, making it instantly recognizable worldwide. Above Washington's head is the word liberty, while the phrase "In God We Trust" appears to the left, and the year 1988 is struck below. On coins minted in Philadelphia, you will find a small P mint mark to the right of Washington's ponytail. Although subtle, this tiny letter plays a crucial role in identifying the origin of the coin and is essential for collectors who focus on mint-specific variations. Turning to the reverse side, the coin displays a powerful and traditional design featuring a bald eagle with wings spread wide, clutching arrows, and an olive branch, symbols of war readiness and peace. This design reflects the strength and values of the United States. Surrounding the eagle are the inscriptions United States of America and EPLUBUSUNUM, along with the denomination quarter dollar. While millions of these coins were produced, collectors carefully inspect details like the sharpness of the eagle's feathers and lettering clarity to determine whether a coin stands out from the rest. In terms of mintage, the 1988 P quarter was produced in very large numbers, over 500 million coins. Because of this high production, most circulated examples are only worth their face value today. However, the story changes dramatically when we consider coins that have been preserved in uncirculated or mint state condition. Coins graded MS-65 or higher by professional grading services can command significantly higher prices, especially if they exhibit strong luster, no visible wear, and a sharp strike. These high-grade coins are relatively scarce compared to the total number minted. One of the most exciting aspects of collecting the 1988 P quarter lies in the possibility of mint errors. Error coins can transform an otherwise common coin into a highly valuable collectible. Some known errors include off-center strikes, double die varieties, and coins with missing clad layers. These errors occur during the minting process and are highly sought after because of their rarity. For example, a well-preserved error coin from 1988 P can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on its uniqueness and condition. Another factor that adds to the appeal of this coin is its place within the broader Washington Quarter series. By the late 1980s, coin collecting had become a popular hobby again in the United States, partly due to increased awareness and coin collecting publications. The 1988 P quarter represents a time when modern coins were starting to be saved in higher grades by collectors, making top-quality examples from this period surprisingly harder to find than one might expect. This paradox, high mintage but low availability in perfect condition, makes the coin particularly interesting. For investors and collectors alike, the value of the 1988 P quarter continues to evolve. While most coins remain common, the demand for certified high-grade examples and error varieties is steadily increasing. Auction records show that some pristine coins have sold for impressive amounts, especially those graded MS-67 or above. This growing interest is driven by both seasoned numismatists and new collectors entering the hobby, all searching for hidden gems within seemingly ordinary coins. In conclusion, the 1988 P. George Washington quarter dollar is a perfect example of how even modern coins can carry significant historical, financial, and collectible value. What appears to be just a 25-cent piece can, under the right circumstances, become a prized possession worth far more than its face value. Whether you are a beginner or an experienced collector, taking a closer look at coins like the 1988 P quarter might just lead you to discover a rare and valuable treasure hiding in plain sight. The 1988 P Washington quarter also reflects a broader era in American economic and cultural history. During the late 1980s, the United States was experiencing economic growth, technological advancement, and a renewed interest in national identity. Coins like this quarter were not just currency, they were symbols of everyday life, passing through millions of hands in grocery stores, vending machines, and banks. Each coin silently witnessed the routines of daily American life, making even the most common pieces a small but meaningful part of history. Another fascinating angle to explore is how coins like the 1988 P quarter transition from circulation to collectible status. Most coins begin their journey as tools for commerce, but over time, a small percentage are preserved, whether intentionally or by chance, and eventually become collectibles. Factors such as storage conditions, handling, and even luck determine which coins survive in high-grade condition. This transformation from everyday money to a valuable collectible item highlights the unpredictable nature of coin collecting and adds an element of excitement for enthusiasts searching through their change. It's also worth noting the role of professional grading services in shaping the market value of coins like the 1988 P quarter. Organizations such as PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, and NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company, evaluate coins based on strict criteria, including luster, strike, and surface preservation. Once graded and encapsulated, these coins gain credibility and often command higher prices in the market. For collectors, having a coin officially graded not only confirms its authenticity, but also provides a standardized way to assess its value, which is especially important for modern coins, where small differences in condition can mean large differences in price. In recent years, online marketplaces and auction platforms have significantly increased the visibility of coins like the 1988 P quarter. Collectors from around the world can now Arabic ba, Arabic sin, Arabic ha, Arabic wow, Arabic lam, Arabic tet mabuta buy, sell, and trade coins with just a few clicks. This global accessibility has created a more competitive and dynamic market, where rare varieties and high-grade examples can quickly gain attention and drive up prices. Social media and YouTube channels dedicated to coin collecting have also played a major role in educating new collectors, spreading awareness about valuable coins, and fueling interest in searching for rare finds in everyday circulation. Ultimately, the enduring appeal of the 1988 P. George Washington quarter lies in its ability to connect the past with the present. It serves as a reminder that value is not always immediately visible, and that even the most ordinary objects can hold extraordinary significance under the right circumstances. Whether you are examining your pocket change, building a collection, or simply learning about history, this coin represents an opportunity, a chance to discover something rare, meaningful, and potentially valuable hidden in plain sight. Next up in the 1990 P. George Washington quarter dollar stands as a fascinating piece of modern American coinage, blending historical symbolism with late 20th century minting precision. Issued by the United States Mint, this coin continues the long-running Washington quarter series, first introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th birth anniversary of George Washington. By 1990, the coin had already become one of the most recognizable denominations in circulation, yet each year, including the Philadelphia minted P version, carries subtle distinctions that intrigue collectors and historians alike. The obverse design, created by John Flanagan, remains largely unchanged, preserving Washington's left-facing profile with a sense of dignity and timeless authority. The P mint mark on this quarter indicates it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, one of the oldest and most historically significant minting facilities in the United States. Interestingly, Philadelphia coins did not carry a mint mark for much of history until 1980, making the P designation on the 1990 quarter a relatively modern addition. This small letter, located just to the right of Washington's ponytail, plays a major role in numismatics, as collectors often distinguish coins based on mint location, production volume, and strike quality. In 1990, hundreds of millions of quarters were produced in Philadelphia, making this coin common in circulation but still valuable in higher grades. From a composition standpoint, the 1990p Washington Quarter is made from a copper-nickel-clad composition, consisting of 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel bonded to a pure copper core. This composition has been standard since 1965, when silver was removed from circulating U.S. quarters due to rising metal prices. While the coin no longer contains precious metal, its durability and resistance to wear ensure that many examples remain in relatively good condition even decades later. However, finding coins in uncirculated or mint state condition with full luster and no contact marks significantly increases their desirability. The reverse design of the coin features a heraldic eagle with outstretched wings, clutching arrows, and an olive branch, symbols of military readiness and peace. Above the eagle are the words United States of America and EPLUBUSUNUM, while the denomination quarter dollar appears below. This classic design remained in use until 1998, just before the introduction of the state quarters program in 1999, which dramatically changed the landscape of U.S. coin collecting. As a result, the 1990p quarter represents one of the final years of the traditional reverse design era. In terms of mintage, the 1990p quarter had a production figure exceeding 600 million coins, reflecting the high demand for circulating currency at the time. Despite this large number, not all coins are created equal. Variations in strike quality, die condition, and preservation can lead to significant differences in value. Coins that exhibit strong strikes, sharp details, and minimal imperfections are highly sought after by collectors, especially those aiming to complete high-grade sets certified by professional grading services. One of the most exciting aspects of collecting the 1990p Washington Quarter lies in the possibility of discovering error coins. Mint errors such as off-center strikes, doubled dies, or planchet defects can dramatically increase a coin's value. While these errors are rare, they occasionally surface in circulation or old coin collections, offering collectors the thrill of finding something truly unique. Even minor anomalies can make a coin stand out, turning an otherwise common piece into a prized collectible. Grading plays a crucial role in determining the market value of this coin. Coins are evaluated on a scale from poor P1 to mint state MS70, with higher grades commanding significantly higher prices. A typical circulated 1990p quarter may only be worth its face value, but examples graded MS65 or higher can sell for several dollars or more, depending on eye appeal and luster. Exceptional specimens with near-perfect surfaces and brilliant shine can fetch even higher premiums, especially in competitive collector markets. The historical context of the 1990 quarter also adds to its appeal. Issued during a period of economic growth and technological advancement in the United States, the coin reflects a time when physical currency still dominated everyday transactions. Unlike today's digital payments, coins like the 1990p quarter were an essential part of daily life, passing through countless hands and witnessing countless transactions. This connection to everyday history gives the coin a unique narrative value beyond its monetary worth. Ultimately, the 1990p George Washington quarter dollar may not be the rarest or most valuable coin in existence, but it holds a special place in the world of numismatics. Its combination of historical significance, classic design, and potential for high-grade or error discoveries makes an attractive piece for both beginner and seasoned collectors. Whether found in pocket change or preserved in a collection, this coin serves as a reminder that even the most common currency can carry stories, history, and hidden value waiting to be uncovered. Another compelling dimension of the 1990p George Washington quarter lies in its production technology, which reflects the advanced minting standards of the late 20th century. By 1990, the United States Mint had significantly improved die preparation, striking pressure, and quality control compared to earlier decades. These advancements allowed for sharper details in George Washington's portrait, particularly in the hair strands, facial contours, and lettering. However, despite these improvements, mass production still introduced minor inconsistencies, meaning collectors often search carefully for coins with above-average strike quality and exceptional visual appeal. Luster is another crucial factor that elevates certain 1990p quarters above the rest. Freshly minted coins exhibit a radiant, cartwheel-like shine that rotates across the surface when tilted under light. This effect is highly prized among collectors because it indicates minimal handling and strong preservation. Over time, circulation dulls this luster, replacing it with scratches, abrasions, and a worn appearance. As a result, original mint luster becomes one of the defining features separating ordinary coins from premium-grade specimens that can command higher prices in the numismatic market. Storage and preservation methods also play a vital role in maintaining the coin's condition over decades. Coins like the 1990p quarter are often stored in protective holders, albums, or airtight capsules to prevent exposure to moisture, air pollutants, and physical damage. Improper storage can lead to tunning, discoloration, or even corrosion, which significantly reduces value. On the other hand, natural tunning, subtle changes caused by chemical reactions over time, can sometimes enhance a coin's aesthetic appeal, especially when it produces attractive hues that collectors find visually striking. Market demand for the 1990p Washington quarter is largely driven by collectors building complete date and mint sets of Washington quarters. Since the series spans several decades, enthusiasts often seek coins from each year and mint location in the highest grade possible. This demand creates a competitive environment where even common coins like the 1990p can become valuable when they meet strict quality standards. Certified coins, graded by reputable third-party services, are especially desirable, as they provide authentication and assurance of condition. Finally, the enduring popularity of the Washington Quarter series ensures that coins like the 1990p remain relevant in the hobby. Even as newer designs and commemorative programs have emerged, the classic portrait of George Washington continues to symbolize stability, leadership, and national identity. For many collectors, this coin is more than just a piece of currency. It is a tangible link to American history, craftsmanship, and the evolution of modern coinage. Whether kept as part of a serious collection or discovered unexpectedly in loose change, the 1990p quarter continues to capture interest and appreciation across generations.